Alright, in an effort to improve my health, I'm going to come close to killing myself hiking this trail. This is a 4+ mile hike up to a mountaintop. Hopefully there will be a view. Come on along. Well, this is the first big hike we've had in a long time. And this is pretty much uphill. It's a beautiful little forest, and the birds were making a lot of noise until I turned on the camera, of course. No mosquitoes. It's pretty cool. I think it's about 60 something. We got jacket on at the moment. We're going to take that off pretty quick though. But this is a very pretty area. Here, let me show you. It's a little stream gorge. Not much of a stream, hardly water in it at all at the moment. But the trail just comes up and wanders around with the stream. We're hiking up the side right now, which is a little steeper than what we've been doing, but it's a pretty nice, nice visibility through the hardwood and mixed hardwood and pine forest. They have these orange markers all along the trail. Though I dare say it'd be pretty hard not to know where the trail is. They've also got these slashed lines on the trees, orange, like captain's bars on the trees. And I notice at the really steep part where they're marking the trees, they're a little crooked. So apparently the people having trouble getting up this too. Look at this hill in front of us. We got to go up this hill, and this is a pretty cool rock right here. This one big rock with all the rock top polypody ferns on it and everything. Pretty neat. We saw some neat fungus. We haven't taken pictures of them because we've been huffing and puffing too much. But it must be kind of wet here. I mean, you know, hills hold the water better than flatlands do, but like there's some mushrooms on the tree down there that we don't want to hike down to. But there's a lot of neat mushrooms around. Guess we're still in the fog up here. That bites my butt though when I get to the portion of the trail. I see there's a road here. Granted, it's probably not a usable road, but let's walk this way and see what we've got. This has obviously been mowed up here fairly recently, in the last couple of weeks, or last week actually, since the leaves are still green that have been mowed down. Oh boy, this has been a steep climb up. This is really steep. They don't make trails like that anymore. You can't really even see the trail because it disappears. But you know, that's a good trail. I like it. A lot of trails like that, they'll take and bushwhack them back and forth. So you have to hike 3 times as far to get at what's probably 200 feet of elevation. That was straight up. Whew, that was tight. We're resting. Well, we had a little flat spot, and it's back up the hill. But this is a nice gentle climb. I like this. This is like the perfect hike uphill. Just a nice, easy, maybe a 2 or 3% grade. Well, this is a nice woods. We see a lot of evidence of deer. And now we see evidence of deer hunters. There's a nice tree stand up in this tree. I imagine somebody will be back for that in a couple of weeks. A lot of sticks, a lot of trees falling down here. It gives the little sprigs a chance to grow, and that's bringing in the deer in the winter hunting season. It's a good spot. We were going up this trail, up this hill, direct. And now the trail suddenly curved over. I guess this is probably a little steeper than where we were going, but you can see where Keel is. It's just taking a hairpin turn to crisscross back. I guess they decided it was too steep to just climb. Boy. Ugh. I'm glad you guys are with me, because I think we all kind of hike the same speed when we're together. I think this must be a reroute, because this looks like a fairly new trail dug out of the side of the mountain. It's pretty dug up and cut back and stuff in places. You can see where branches and stuff just freshly cut. Maybe they went straight up the mountain and they decided that they had to make it a little easier because of washouts. But we're the first ones on this trail because I'm pulling down all the spider webs, that's for sure. Whew, I'm getting tired. We must have gone at least almost 2 miles. 1 3/4. We must be near the top. The view's getting good. I can't really show you the view because there's so many trees in the way, but you can see if you can see through this little spot right here, the valley is still full of fog. Down where we're parked and camped, the valley is full of fog. Too many trees in the way here, but I think this must be the cave that Cave Mountain's named after. There's a couple of caves up in these rocks. Keel is pretty interested in them, but it's a neat outcropping rock. I guess the trail maintenance crew didn't make it to that section right there, because that's just on the side of the hill. There's a few footsteps cut into the dirt, but there's no trail maintenance there. There's no trail. This is one of the reasons I like to hike the mountains. It's because you see these, and you don't see these very often. But that's an American chestnut right there. And you only see tiny little ones like that coming out of old stumps, because the stumps don't die, but the living tree does. So they sucker up new plants, and it's pretty cool to see what a chestnut looked like. All right, it looks like we're getting to the top. I'm feeling redeemed. Just when we were thinking we should turn around. Well, there's no indication if this is the top, other than the fact that there's nothing higher that I can see. But the trail doesn't come up here. The trail is right down there a little bit. And it looks like people have come up here thinking this is the top, but maybe it's not. But this is good enough for me to be a top. There's another mountain way over there. We're not going to climb that one. I'm not sure I know what this means. I think that was the top we were at, because we've only been going downhill. And this is the halfway point. Then this is all downhill back to camp. Well, I don't know who teaches these mushrooms where to live, but these guys are right in the middle of the trail, and they're not going to live very long. Cute little brown mushrooms. Here's some other ones right off the trail, and these are delicious. I've had these. These look just maybe a day old, but they're still, you could fry those up in a pan with some butter or put them on some hamburger. That'd be delicious. Ugh. I don't know, I call it coral fungus. I don't remember if it's staghorn fungus or what it really is, but you can pretty easily identify it in a book. Yeah, this is why you enjoy climbing the mountains, because there's just nice little waterfalls and streams to play in, and you know, I wouldn't have any problem drinking from this. I've been to the top of the mountain and back, and there's nothing that is gonna harm this waterway. And it goes through all these rocks and dribbles and everything. So I should have brought a cup and then tried to get it before he walks through it, because as you can see, he makes it all mud. But this is a really nice trail. It's killing me because I'm out of shape, but I'm having a good time anyways. I've seen a lot of puffballs hiking around. These are a type of puffball. I'm not sure which kind. I believe they're edible. You can tell the ones that are not edible because they're black inside, and these are not black. They're green. They may turn black though, but you never want to eat the black ones or the blue ones inside. But a lot of puffballs. You know, most people don't see things because they never look off trail. I spend a lot of time looking at things all over the place. So we spend a lot of time kind of going slow, going nowhere fast, and looking at the trees and the bases of the trees for mushrooms that have come up, because that's where the really good mushrooms are. They grow either on the sides of living trees that are maybe sick or dying, or you know, dying trees. And some mushrooms, you know, work with the trees to keep them healthy, so that's good too. He's liking that little stream down there, and I'll tell you, he gets a couple 100 feet ahead. You can't see him. He disappears. He's good camouflage, which I think he likes, because he stands really still and just looks at me, thinking I can't see him. All right. There's a bunch of these areas that are cobblestones over real muddy areas, and I guess they're just stream outflows, and I think the stones were here before the trail. But then it gets back into the trail. Now that's a sight to be seen. Some people might call that chicken of the woods, but and if it wasn't too far from my car, I'd pick it and eat it. Just remember, no matter what you pick, get it home and identify it, and make sure you cook it, because all mushrooms have to be cooked. The cellular structure of a mushroom is non-digestible unless it's exposed to heat. So it's got to be cooked. But boy, that's pretty, and fairly fresh. Somebody should pick that and eat it. Once again, I don't know who teaches these fungus where to grow, but there's a beautiful fungus right there in the middle of the trail. I guess he's just looking to be taken home and eaten. That's a beautiful specimen. Again, I'm just too tired to bend over and pick it up. Uh-oh. This looks like a interesting place for the trail to cross this stream. I guess that wasn't bad. You just had to step on the right stones and through the cut. They put stones everywhere, so that's not so bad. I've been really wanting to show you, but it's really pretty hard. But there are some huge trees in this forest. I mean, here's one that fell. And there are a lot more. I think this is a beech. But there are just some humongous trees. You look at way back there in the woods, that's a humongous beech. It must be 6-8 feet around the bottom. There are some big old oaks that are just humongous, just huge trees. And This is a pretty neat forest, and it's neat that it's not logged. Come back in 50 years, kids. Tell them to come here. It'll be just phenomenal. These trees will be, if they don't fall over, they'll be just even bigger. Well, I don't know how scenic this trip was. We were in the trees the whole time, pretty covered in trees, but it was pretty nice trail. I went, I think, clockwise. I think counterclockwise is a better route. Going up this way through this sign is a little less steep, and then coming down the other way is a lot steeper, which may be better or worse, I don't know. But we are tired. It's well over 5 miles, according to my GPS, and they say it's 4. But let's see how long it took us. It took us just over 4.5 hours. We didn't stop, except for breath once in a while, but lots of huge trees, lots of mushrooms, not a lot of flowers, but it was a very pretty thing, and lots of sign of deer. We just didn't see any deer. So if you take this trip, it's a nice, make sure you have good shoes. All right. This guy was running around outside the wolf pup, and he is a highly skilled predator. This is a short-tailed shrew, and you don't see these hardly ever. They are extremely secretive, and but they never stop moving. They don't sleep hardly. They have to eat every hour, and they eat their weight probably twice a day in bugs and grubs, but they are extreme meat eaters. They don't eat seeds or anything like that. They don't chew on plants or anything. They are about half the size of a mouse, and they eat mice. They have poisonous saliva and paralyze them and eat the mice. Well, folks, here we are finishing up the camping trip with doing the dirty deed, emptying the tanks. He likes where is he? He's over there eating sticks. He's found some sticks over there, and he's having a good time. So, where are you? Right on the other side of the tree? Get the stick. And he's over there with sticks. He's found some sticks he can abuse. So he's having fun while we dump the tanks. And the dump station seems to be tilted just a little bit the wrong way, so I don't think we're going to get them fully empty, but that's all right. We're not going anywhere where we're needing them anyways. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up as always, and we'll hope to see you on the next one, of course. I hope to see you in the comments. I only learn who you are by the comments you leave, so leave me some comments. Tell me what you thought. Give me what you're doing, and make your acquaintance in the comments. Thank you, folks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.